streaming live on Zoom and on YouTube. If you'd like to join me on Zoom, I have a free newsletter on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com, and please hit subscribe if you're joining me on YouTube. Subscribe for free so you get notified of all the content and free workouts I'll be putting out. We're going to get started today. So let's start, as we always do, with a moment of breath work. Mummy will be joining me as well, but let's take a moment just to breathe. Tune into your breath, and today we're going to do the 5x5 breath. So it's a coherent, resonant breathing, just for about a minute, a mindful minute. All I want you to do is close your eyes and place your hands on your lap, maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. That's really comforting. Try and do nasal breathing. I always talk about the benefits of that to your health. I've written about it in my book, The Feel Good Fix. Just tuning in, positive inhales and lovely long exhales, releasing any tension. So I'm going to guide you through a few rounds, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep your eyes closed. Tune in to your body. How do you feel? A little bit calmer, I hope. Rubbing your hands in front of you. Just place them over your closed eyes. Take a nice positive inhale and exhale. Release the hands away. When you're ready, we are going to come to a nice standing position and start warming up the body. So I hope you can use those breath snacks anytime you're feeling stressed. We always talk about posture. So let's do our desk reset snack. Everything I show can be done seated as well for all ages and abilities. We're often rounded. So a lot of you know the desk shape. It's in my book. Shoulders up. Imagine that desk shape, pushing them back an inch or two and down the spine. Hopefully do that through the day. Do it through the workout, especially with the exercises. That should open out your chest. Stand proud, stomach muscles engaged. So imagine your belly button in towards your spine. Pelvic floor, I always talk about twice a day. I hope you're all doing those pelvic floor snacks. There's a workout on my YouTube if you need help, and also in my book as well. And then we're going to just bring the shoulders up, breathing in, exhale, release everything down. Some nice shoulder shrugs. Breathing in, seated or standing, and out. Lovely. Let's do one more. Inhale and out. That's a really nice one just to release tension. And then we're going to bring the head up and down. We're going to say a nice positive yes, up and down, really stretching out the front part of your neck, bringing your chin down to your chest, and then saying no, turning from left to right, just saying no to any negativity, any tension. So we're just easing out little movements here as our mobility snack, as I call them, that you can do through the day to really just loosen things up. Let's add in a head circle both ways. Lovely. And then let's open out the arms and the legs. You could do this seated. I'll demonstrate standing first. We're going to twist round and touch the opposite toe. Breathing and lifting the arms. We're going to twist round the opposite side. Exhale, inhale. So if you're seated, just twisting, really lengthen out. So try and get a nice star shape and twist round, open out. Lovely. Can we keep going? Twist and open. Great. And give me one or two more. We're just loosening up the body. All of our joints need a bit of loosening to hopefully release any tension or pain. Lovely work. Down and up. Great. And relax. We're going to try and grab an object, anything you've got, maybe a dumbbell, even let's say a water bottle or a milk carton. This is going to take a bit of balance if you're standing, so do it carefully. Hold on to support if you need it. Otherwise, seated, we're just going to start passing the object, lifting under one leg, coming up and down, lifting up and down. That's it. So if you're standing, have a bit of support, and you're going to try and lift and come down, up and down. Lovely work. Good. Try and keep your core in tight, and you're going to really use your balance if you're standing. Make sure you've got some support. Don't want anyone to be falling. Lifting up and down. Great work. And a bit of coordination, and relax. We're going to start by marching on the spot. So let's get some steps in. Just loosen up your body. We're going to try and get as many steps in as we can from indoors. So this is where I say if you can't get out for a feel-good walk, we can get our steps in from indoors, and we can add a little bit of boxing today as your active recovery. So between the exercises, I'm going to ask you to either rest, or you can get as many steps in as you possibly want, and you can keep boxing out. So grab a light weight. If you've got dumbbells, 1 kg, if you've got tin cans, if you want to challenge the boxing, we're going to go for about another 10 more seconds. You're going to keep punching out those arms. 8, 7, 6, seated or standing, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should feel a little bit warmer, I'm hoping now. So hopefully that has warmed the body up, ready for our main workout. Keep moving, keep marching, or have a breather. We're going to grab a band now, or a pair of old tights, something with a bit of stretch. Even a belt will do if you haven't got a band like this. And we're going to start with my shoulder floss. So we're going to try and open out, up and over. You don't have to keep straight arms. It's quite difficult. If you need to bend the arms, please bend the arms. Coming up and round. Nice and slow. Breathing in and out. Good work. So seated option. I do these all the time when I'm working. I have a band on my desk to really try and get that full rotation in the ball and socket joint in our shoulders, which is craving this sort of movement when you're sitting for long periods. This is a really nice one just to also strengthen the upper body. The harder you make it by holding it tighter on the band or belt, the more resistance. So we're starting to build a bit of resistance and strength for our muscles. Opening in and out. Lovely work. Try and keep going. In, breathe in, and breathe out. Can you feel a little bit of a burning sensation? That is the lactic acid around the muscles, and it is a bit of a burn, but if you can carry on, just push through, otherwise rest, rejoin when you're ready. Last one, and relax. Beautiful work. We're going to do a really simple bow and arrow now. So another one great for your upper back strength. We're going to target those muscles in the upper body with this one. Again, you could use 2 tin cans if you haven't got a band. Arms nice and straight in front of you. One elbow is going to come round the side like you're pulling a bow. Keep your wrists nice and strong. Really feel that tension that I've created there. And release. Lovely. You can hold it for a second like a nice bow and arrow. Really, really tense. Lovely. And release. So this is a great exercise. A lot of physios use, and it's building that upper back strength. So we're working to build strength in the body. to improve our insulin sensitivity, especially to help with things like type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, to help our blood sugar levels, but also because muscle mass is so important for our independence as we age. We're future-proofing our bodies with all the exercises that we're doing here today. And relax. Can you feel that? Give that a little shake out if you're feeling it. We're going to grab the band if you've got one. If you haven't got one, we're going to do a little leg extension, but with a bit of support. So we're going to keep the band here, bringing that leg in towards your body. You're now going to keep your hands where they are, and depending on the resistance of your band, extend the leg out and in. Now you can make it harder by holding the band further down. If you haven't got a band, I want you to bring the leg up, extend out, really feel those muscles. Can you feel your thigh muscles? Place your hands, say hello to them, back in and out. Can we go for about 5 on each side? I'm feeling it without the band. Go nice and slow, really feel this move, because it's really good for strengthening our legs, and our leg strength has a direct correlation with our longevity, with our brain health, with our independence, to help us move as we age, our health span versus our lifespan, and relax. Great work. Let's try the other leg. So if you've got the band or if you haven't, in and out. Beautiful work. Breathing in, squeezing out, lengthen out, and back in. Great work. Are you feeling it? That's it, everyone. Just keep going for me. Straighten and release. Good work. Let's keep going. If you can, even without the band, this is a great exercise to do under your desk at work, or if you're working from home, might be easier, or when you're watching TV, could you add a little exercise snack into your day and release? Good work. So your legs, let's release the band for a minute. Your legs should be feeling a little bit looser. Let's do a little bit of tapping. I really like this one as a little break. So we're going to have a little bit of self-care tapping. So we're going to start with little taps on the top of your head, coming to your forehead, under your eyes. Really feels lovely. Your cheekbones, around your face, by your glands. You can literally even massage your lymph glands here. And then we're going to just do some tapping. I love the one on your chest. This is a nice little tapping snack that we're throwing in today. Bit of tapping on the chest, all the way down the arms. You could do your armpits. That's a great area for your lymph nodes as well. Lovely. And moving down the body, let's just feel our body. We're going to really strengthen these muscles with all the exercises we do today. So just give it a little bit of self-care and love. Amazing work. So we're going to start with our upper body strength, the king of the upper body moves, which is the press up. So I demonstrate press ups here. I'm going to just adjust the camera against the wall for everyone to start with. Is against the wall. That's where I started even in my strength training journey just over 10 years ago. If you can do them against the wall, which I'll demonstrate, otherwise you could go to your kitchen counter, a tabletop. That would be the next progression. And you can make it quite hard. Trust me, if you do it against your table that's stable, you can push your feet further away. We're imagining a straight line from head to heel. Stomach muscles are sucked in and we're bending the elbows with our upper body strength. You're pushing your whole body weight away. Inhaling, exhaling. I will show you a seated option because I know some people may not be able to stand. So if you place your hands on your thighs, you can bend the elbows and push away. And I want you to really imagine all the muscles in your upper body contracting and getting strong. Mummy has made it, yay. So she's here now, great work. So mummy, take a seat. You're going to have to warm up quickly with us and get going. We're just doing our press ups. So if you'd like to maybe come and demonstrate on the wall. Are you ready to go straight in to your wall press ups, which she does do as a little exercise snack? I know she tells me during, do you do them, try and do them every day if you can, mummy? Have you been doing them? Lovely. So keep nice straight line, keep your core muscles nice and tight, and keep going, yeah, for me. Brilliant. That's it. Lovely. Good. Keep going, keep going. That's it. Can you get to about 10 or 12? Obviously, there is a floor option with press-ups, but I go through it all in detail in my book, The Feel Good Fix. That has QR codes to all the videos, little QR codes, and it really explains the form and technique. So in a workout like this today, I get a little bit cautious because I have all ages and abilities. In fact, we have had up to the age of 100 join us live on these workouts. Mummy, how many have you done? 15. Oh, amazing. Okay, well done, well done. So let's keep going if we can with the press-ups and relax, roll out your wrists. We're going to also start with a bit of heel raises. So we're going back to our leg exercises now. I'm just going to get you to start heel raises, mummy, if you can. So you can start seated heel raises. That's it. Just up and down with your feet. Can you do them up and down, mummy? Demonstrate. Lovely. So she's using her soleus muscle there, which is really effective for your blood sugar levels, and it's going to be a great exercise that you can do anytime you're seated, anytime you're watching TV or doing anything that you're just sitting around. It's a great one after meals, moving after meals. I'm going to show you the standing option. So just keep going with this, because I would really love you all to be able to do heel raises for about 3 to 5 minutes after your meals if you can't get out for a walk. They're saying it's like your second heart. The challenge today, mummy, you could try this, is we're going to do a bit of coordination, keep our brains fit. We're going to try single leg heel raises if you're able to. So hold on to support if you're balancing. You have to have a support there, especially if this is new. Could you do a balance with a little single heel raise? It is quite challenging. Could you do 5 or 10? So mummy, do you want to try it? Yeah. And that's building up single leg strength. You've got to hold your core in, make sure you've got support. So you're not doing proper balance work. It's quite challenging, right? But going up and down, it's also retraining. Our comfort zone has always been the double legs, hasn't it? Up and down. Is it hard? Yes, quite difficult. Yeah, let's try the other side. You might find it easier. I've been actually trying to do a few of these when I brush my teeth on one leg. I always say you have your sink as support. Could you do some single leg raises? Lovely work, and relax. Good. Just give your ankles a little roll out. Stay standing. We're going to do our balance work. Now with balance, if you're able to stand, I would love you all to get up. If you're not able to stand, your option is your leg extension. Now, when you're standing, I always say, I don't want you to fall, so you have to have support, right? But if you're able to do a little bit of balance, maybe today, challenge yourself. If you're holding with your full hand, maybe hold with 1 or 2, I think you had something on your back. No, it's fine, it's gone. 1 or 2 fingers instead of your full hand. Yep, so you're doing a little bit less. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a spider. I think it was just a bit of fluff. Sorry, we're getting distracted. We're going to do about 20 seconds. You don't have to do the full amount. You can stop and start. If you can do it without support, that's where you're getting proper balance. But not everyone can do this. 10 seconds is the greatest sign of longevity. Let's start on one side. Anyway, let's get going. Core tight. You don't have to go into a tree pose. That's more advanced. Let's start counting. I'll count down in my head and I'll tell you when you're on the last 10. Let's go on one side. Hold as long as you can. Focus on one point. Really keep your core. That's your stability. Hold on if you can. Let's keep going for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. You did very well today. Have you been practicing? A little bit, have you, or not? You are, right? Good, every day. That's all I want. If you do it when you brush your teeth, it becomes part of your lifestyle twice a day. Did anyone manage to do 20 seconds? Just let me know on YouTube in the comments or on Zoom. Give me some thumbs up. Let's go to the other leg. Make sure you've got support. Or single leg extension seated. I've already started. We're going for about 20 seconds. I'll tell you when you're on your last 10. You can stop and start if you need to. Keep going. Try not to hold on if you're able to. Wow, someone on Zoom has got their arms out. Well done, I think it's Russia. That's a challenge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourselves a clap. Did you manage to do that side a little bit better, right? So lots of ways you can practice your balance. That's one of the key components of my workouts every day. Please, everyone. Let's get on to squats now. So again, leg muscles. If you're not able to sit and stand independently, please find an exercise that works for you. You could do leg extensions again. We did them with the band at the beginning, Mummy. She could do a double leg extension. You could add some holds in. You could also lift your heels up and down. Find an exercise that works for you. This is your workout. If you're a beginner, I'm going to talk through the basics. Otherwise, Mummy, you can start your sit and stand. But anyone starting, feet are about hip width apart, knees always go out in line with your toes. You can place your hands on your chest, really push up through the heels, squeeze your glutes, try and come up independently if you can. Squeeze your glutes at the top, slowly coming down. The key is going down nice and slow. Use your breath. Breathe out, breathe in. Use your stomach muscles. Hold them in tight. That's going to really work your core. People ask, how can I help my tummy muscles? Squats are probably one of the best exercises that works your core and all your lower body. So this is the body weight sit and stand on the chair. To remind you, every time you sit, you can stand up, maybe do 10 of these a few times a day, little squat snack. Obviously, you could do squats where you're standing without the chair and you go as low as you can. Again, knees go out in line with your toes, squeezing up. We're just doing body weight to start. We're going to add in some weight on the next round, but just body weight squats are amazing for so many health benefits. I talked about shake it out, shake it out. Have you done 10? She's my counter. Blood sugar levels, insulin sensitivity, muscle mass, strength. We really want to keep doing our squats. It's probably the most important exercise. How we mimic standing and sitting ourselves. If anyone wants to punch out and get some steps in, that was your active recovery in between. You can do that, or you can rest between sets. So as I was saying with squats, how do we get up off the chair ourselves? On and off the toilet, in and out the car, the things we take for granted now, but they're the things we hope to be able to do ourselves for as long as possible. Let's get a weight. So either a dumbbell, maybe a water bottle, a little milk carton, a rucksack is great for squats, because then you can start increasing your weight, which is what I want you all to be doing, progressing over time. We're going to do about 10 more repetitions, Mummy. So you could hold your weight in front of you. Be careful with the weight, whatever you choose. And we could, if you have two weights, you can stack them just in front of your shoulders. If you have one weight, just coming straight up. And let's slow it down. We've been doing nice slow work. If it's not heavy enough, adjust the weight like Mummy is. Great work. Nice and slow. How does that feel, Mummy? Good. Keep the weight in your heels. Keep your back straight. Breathe out. Core tight. Coming nice and slow. All the way up. If you're doing free body weight squats, that's fine. You can go low to high. You just work with your range. If you found the chair squats difficult, I'm just going to show you this. I haven't mentioned this in a while. You could put a cushion and elevate your chair carefully if you needed to. That could make it easier. I'm just showing you all options. And if you're doing your leg extensions, holding a weight, hold out for a few seconds and come down. Lovely work. Keep going for me. How many are you on, Mummy? 10. Well done. And relax. So let's march it out again. Can we get a quick 10 seconds of steps in? A little bit of boxing if we can. Well done, YouTube. Well done, Zoom. Keep going for me if you can. Just punch it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move on to our biceps and our shoulders. Really important muscle groups for our day-to-day picking, lifting, pressing things over our head. Think about some weights that you could use. It could be 2 tin cans. They're the perfect weight to start. We're going to start with our bicep curls. So we're going to do 5 bicep curls and then 5 shoulder presses. You could do them seated or standing. That's why Mummy's here to demonstrate. She's done her lovely posture, desk reset snack again, core tight, palms are forward. We're going to do 5 curls, just curling up, keeping your wrists straight and releasing, focusing on these muscles here, really targeting them. Good. And slow it down. Again, don't rush it. If you can't go heavier with your weights, gradually over time, I'd love you to play this workout back and increase the weight. If you can't go heavier, you could go slower. You could add more sets in, more repetitions through your day, little snacks. You could do these in the kitchen when you're waiting for something to cook. Well done, Mummy. How does that feel? Let's do one more. We've done more than 5. Bring the weights by your shoulders, and if you can, you're going to keep the palms towards you, but then as you lift, you're going to get the palms away from you. So we're twisting and sculpting the shoulders. So bring it down towards you and push away. Lovely. Really good, Mummy. Towards you carefully and breathe out. Use your breath, especially as weights get heavier, and make sure your spine is lovely and straight. Your stomach muscles are engaged to protect your lower back and up. Beautiful work. Can we do both moves as a little finisher? Are you tired? Are you good? Shall we try and do, you could keep them separate if it's difficult. Otherwise, let's try and do that curl to the press, twisting away. Coming back, beautiful coordination, good for our brains. We want to keep them fit. Up, breathe out, breathe in, lovely, and slowly release. You've got a lovely combo move there. That's working motors, your upper back. And Mummy, are you feeling it yet? Yes. You could go to failure, that means good form, but where it's really hard, you try and go to those last few repetitions, those last 3 that's challenging, but you're maintaining good form in this exercise. That's the key, really pushing it to build your muscle mass. the strength in our muscles that we start losing after the age of 30, but it just gets harder as we get older because we lose more and more each decade. Let's relax there. You've done so well. How did that feel? Good. Let's throw in a few star jumps because I know these are Mummy's favourites. And actually, I read something about clapping this week, that just waking up and giving yourselves a clap is really good for your spirits. It's quite good, even if you just clap on the spot for a few minutes, a bit like our tapping that we just did. But give yourselves a clap because you're here, you're investing in your health. We're doing low impact, but you could keep them faster. And if anyone wants to add some jumps in for your bones, if they're safe, you haven't got any bone issues or osteoarthritis, you could add a little jump, yep, to get that impact through the bones. But do what works for you. Another few claps. Can we do 5 more? And 4, 3, good, 2, 1, well done. Really good challenge. Let's just shake it out. Do a few little arm swings. We always like these, just loosen up these dead arms. We've got that lovely Tai Chi warm up. I still do every morning with my 50 jumps and the little arm exercises and loosening up. It's all there on my YouTube channel for you if you'd like to check that one out. How are we feeling? The heart rate's up?
Yeah.
Let's do a couple of things for our abs. So we do say about core muscles. We're going to hold 2 weights and we're going to try and go side to side. So think about what you're holding. Again, it's a bit of grip strength as well that we're building. So you could actually hold, you've got 2 kgs. I'm going to go a little bit heavier. Hold something that feels good for you, seated or standing. Back is nice and straight. And we're going to lean over to one side, but you're going to keep it really straight. So imagine you're between 2 panes of glass and you're leaning over and squeezing up. I want you to imagine the love handles, these lovely side muscles we all have. We're going to really tighten those. Coming up and down. How does that feel, Mummy? Let's go the same way. There we go. And up. Try not to, is your neck okay? You're not feeling any tension? Try and just imagine you're sliding that weight down the side of your chair or your body and squeeze up. Try not to move your neck. Can you see you're moving your neck? So try not to lean like that because I know your neck is sensitive. Try and do it from your waist rather than your neck. Lovely. That's better. That's a bit safer for your neck. Down and breathe out. Lovely. In and out. Can you feel that at all on your stomach? Or is it a bit tricky? It's a little bit hard to feel this one, so you've got to try and practice this one. Good. Now, with or without weights, we're going to do our high knees today as a challenge. Again, this is balance if you're standing, so please have support. You could hold onto the chair, not do the weights, and just bring one leg up and down. Now, let's try and imagine as you lift that leg and then slow it down. Use your stomach muscles, especially those lower stomach muscles, to really lift the leg up and down, up and down. Good. We've got weights here. I'm trying to balance as well. So please be careful. We don't usually do these with weights. Can you feel this, Mummy?
Yes.
And relax. Good. You did a nice little hold there with your weights. The standing option, just to show you if that was difficult. And Mummy, you can do some seated. Just give yourself some high fives with your knees. That's still good. Standing option with the high knees is to have a chair or something, a wall you can hold on to, and you could still try and really focus lifting the legs up. This is great for single leg balance, as are step ups. I don't get to demonstrate step ups, but Mummy, this is a good challenge today for homework. If you have your stairs in your house, on the first step, but especially if you've got handrails or something on the side of your steps to help you, you can just step up and down. Yep. So you try and bring the legs up and down. You could do single leg step ups. So you're building up that strength, which we were talking about. Yep. So we're doing high knees here, but for homework, or you can step up fully to the step and come down. Imagine I've got a step in front of me. I'm stepping on and coming down. Yep. Could you practice maybe 10 step ups? It's a really good exercise. When we talked about even practicing last week, if you ever had a fall, which I hope you don't, but how would you get up yourself? It's those leg exercises that we have to practice, yes? I haven't put it out there. I've got a nice video coming of Mummy and me on my Instagram soon. I haven't had time to do it yet. Another exercise, Mummy, we don't often show, but today we could do a little bit of practice. If you hold on, and you don't have to go low, a nice long stance here. I want you to see if you can bend that stance really long and wide. You bend the back leg down and come up. You don't have to go far. So if you come here, let me make a little bit of space because I want to make sure everyone can see everything properly, and I will demonstrate without the chairs. Try and take a long step forward. Good. So long step forward with or without the chair. The back foot, look at my foot, Mummy, hold on. Go further back with that foot. Lift the heel up on the back foot. The front heel is down, and we're just going to go slightly down, bending both knees and coming up. Don't bend too much. Keep your body upright. Look forward, down and up. The further back that leg is, the easier it is on the knee. You don't have to do this one, everyone, if you can't. Yep. But these are lunges. But Mummy, look at your body and look at mine. So I don't want you to go forward. I want you to try and stay up. Even if it's just an inch. You don't have to go super low. So the trick is, Mummy, the longer this distance, the easier it's going to be. So can you go further? So come closer to the chair, yep. And then keep your feet hip width apart. So this is about hip width apart. Yeah, I know this is quite tricky. We don't usually show these. Bend that back knee. You're nearly there. Bend and up. Good. And it's difficult, right? Do you want to try the other leg? No, good. So you've practiced just do some leg extensions, or if you wanted to practice this, I'm just showing you because this is another important exercise to help build leg strength, but I don't often show it because it is quite difficult, as Mummy found, right? It's quite a tricky one. You don't have to do that, everyone. Let's go for a final, what should we do for our last bit of cardio? Should we do boxing, star jumps, or should we do swimming? What do you fancy? Swimming. Let's do some swimming. So you could do heel raises if you're seated. We're going to pretend we're swimming. I would love to add in a little bit of weights here just so that we get a little bit of strength as well. Or you can just march it out if you're standing. Let's grab some light tin cans and pretend we are swimming through a beautiful blue ocean in the sunshine. Lovely. Visualizing our swims. We used to do a lot of this in the pandemic in our workouts. Do you remember? Lovely. Good. Breathing in and out. Let's change direction. So shall we try and do some lovely front crawl? If you're using weights, it's quite challenging. Let's try and swim through. You don't have to do your legs. It's a lot to coordinate. Lovely work. And being careful, let's try and bring it back into some backstroke. This feels different now because we've worked our muscles, right? Can you feel it? Lovely work. Inhaling, exhaling. And then last exercise for strength today is we're going to do our tricep extension over our head for these muscles here, our lovely bingo rings. So you could grab a bottle. You could even grab like a milk carton. I'll demonstrate with this just to make it very accessible, or a dumbbell. You're going to hold one end and you're going to carefully bring it behind your head, pointing down. We're going to try, instead of being here, we're going to try and straighten up and bring our elbows close to our heads. So they're coming in, bring your elbows in, mummy, close to your ears. There we go. Then you're going to try and lift that object. Nice and straight arms coming down. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, chin up, looking up. Can you smile? Smile at the camera and down. Let's try and go for 10. Depending on your weight, it may feel easy or it may feel difficult. This is something you can practice, but this is going to strengthen. Every time you lengthen those tricep heads, those muscles are going to really work. So I'm going to go for a little bit heavier for the last 5. Good. Inhale, exhale. 4. How does it feel, mummy? Can you lengthen? So straighten the arms and then back down. 3. Good. I'm going to just show you from the back. 2. Lovely. And 1. Difficult? Quite challenging. It's the difficult position sometimes because so we are going to finish our stretches. Elbow here. We're going to bring that hand and try and ease it back. So as if you're trying to reach your other hand on the back. That would be difficult, right? But sitting upright. Good, good, good. Hold it for a few seconds. I know it's hard, but this is a great stretch to practice during the day. And release, especially if you're sitting for long periods. Really good stretch. Other side, let's stretch it out. So we have done balance work, we've done mobility, we've done cardio snacking, we've done some strength work. And I want you to think about, while you're stretching, what exercises you can take home to do as homework. Yep. Sprinkling exercise snacks into your day. Could we have our hands in the middle of our back? And again, try and bring your elbows back and open out your chest. So try and bring both elbows together. Lovely smile. Looking nice and tall. Good, proud, opening out the chest. It's so much better to have our chest open than rounding it that we often see now these days. Let's take a seat. We're stretching because we want to reduce risk of injury for any muscles that you may have used. Also to promote flexibility and suppleness during life. We just get tighter, so we really want to do these stretches. One leg out, try and flex the toes towards you. Take a breath in, exhale. Let's come forward. You don't have to touch your toes. It could be your shins, it could be your thighs. You want to try and relax your head, neck and shoulders. Let's breathe here. Really stretch. Can you feel that, mummy? Can you still feel that on your leg? Good. Deep breathing. She's focusing on her breath. These are like moments of self-care in our busy lives. We could just give ourselves a few minutes to stretch. It's like a little gift to yourself. Other leg. Breathing in. When you watch TV at night, could you just, in the ad breaks, give yourself a little stretch? I have a whole sofa snack, ad break snack in my book. You can get that on Amazon. Anytime with little videos, straight to the exercises, me demonstrating so you can really follow along if that helps. Lovely work. We're going to just bring in one leg and circle out your ankles. If you're doing this in the day, you might have lots of tasks left. Can you bring in your knee towards your chest to get that flexion, sit tall and straight. Just rolling out your ankles, giving your feet some love and relax. Other side. So every workout is different. If you could do 2 or 3 of my feel good workouts a week, That would be amazing. It would hit the government guidelines to reduce your risk of so many common chronic illnesses. And if you can't do those, literally think about exercise snacking and just join us, even if it's once a week. That is better than nothing. Let's do a nice side stretch. So either reaching over, or I will do it standing, so seated or standing. Let's go over, look up, give me a little wave. Well done, everyone. Can you feel that? We did those side ab work as well, coming down. Other side, reaching over. Give me another little wave. Beautiful work. And we're going to do our feel good hug. So this is like a seated or standing cat-cow, a lovely way to stretch out the back any time of the day. Take a nice big positive inhale. Really breathe in, open out the chest, stick the tailbone out, lift the chin, look up, and then round the back. Can you really round it like a C shape in your spine? So you open out the vertebra, and I want you to give yourselves a little hug, a little high five, some self-love. Let's do that again. Now you know it. Breathing in. If you've got someone near you, this is my chance to give mummy a little thank you hug or another hug.
Thank you.
Well done from all of us to all of you, because I love being able to train all of you, all ages, globally, and have mummy here with me to help inspire you all. And we have our feel good finish. So we now take a nice big positive inhale, lift the arms up, lifting all the way. Exhale, releasing any tension, stress, anxiety. Mummy, could you do one in Gujarati for us? Lovely. Beautiful work. We have workouts in Gujarati if they can help anyone. There's a playlist on my YouTube. Do share them. This time, capture that positivity at the top. Bring those hands down to your heart center. Take a bow. Say, well done to whatever you managed to achieve today. Your body moved. Even a minute counts, especially over the age of 60. There's lots of science on that, and every little minute sprinkled in your day is going to improve your health. Give yourselves a big clap, and I look forward to seeing you again. Join us on Zoom if you can. You just sign up to my newsletter on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com. Please share these workouts with everyone. We'll do that in a minute. Please share these workouts with everyone. That's all I ask, because that's the way we can help more people get healthy, get moving. It's one of the best free things that you can do for your body. And I hope making it accessible for all ages and abilities, that's my goal. So thank you so much. Before Mummy's just going to do a 1 minute silence. Mummy, can you explain? In India, in Virayathan, which is a charity my father-in-law started. Can you explain?
This is Acharya Channaji Maharaj. She passed away on 22nd April, and her Samsan Yatra, her funeral will be in a little while. So we pray for her, because she has dedicated all her life to Siksha, Seva and Sadhana. Siksha is the selfless Seva is the selfless service, Siksha is the education, and Sadhana is the spiritual practice. She has spread all this globally, and we pray for her. 1 minute silence. You can do your own prayers, Naukar mantra or whatever. Let us all pray for her soul to be at peace.
Thank you, Mummy. Let's pray for just 1 minute. Just close your eyes. Thank you. Om Shanti, 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 and may her soul rest in peace. Any Atma ne Shanti Apjo. Thank you so much, Mummy, and thank you for that as well. We pray for her soul and thank her for all her amazing work. Thank you so much, everyone. And I talk to everyone on Zoom at the end of my workout, so I'm going to go and chat to my lovely community. I hope to see you all next week. Aww, thank you. Yay.